This is Twit.
Apple announced a couple of new products on Tuesday morning. The previously announced iOS 7 will arrive on September 18th, along with free iLife, iWork mobile apps for purchasers of new iOS devices. Also, the iPhone 5C, it's real. It comes in 6 colors with a polycarbonate back, replaces the iPhone 5 for $99 and $199, available for pre-order September 13th. And of course, as expected, the iPhone 5S in silver, gold, and space gray with a 64-bit A7 processor, a new M7 chip that reads sensor data without waking up the main system on a chip, a new camera with dual LED flash and a larger sensor, and a new fingerprint sensor to unlock your phone and to let you buy things. Both phones will be available for purchase September 20th in the United States, Australia, Canada, China, France, Germany, Japan, Singapore, and the UK.
Google Plus users can now embed their posts anywhere on the web with a JavaScript snippet and the actual embed code. Google Plus joins Twitter, which has long made embeds easy, but also Facebook, which just turned on embed functionality too. But that's not all. Google has partnered with WordPress and TypePad for authorship assignments on search results pages, meaning that they'll automatically be available to everybody who signs into these platforms with Google Plus sign-in.
Johns Hopkins University asked one of its cryptography professors to take down a blog post that discussed the NSA defeating encryption. Now, the university said it received information that the post linked to classified information and used the NSA logo. After looking into the post, the university found that the information linked was not classified and the NSA logo was removed. Johns Hopkins says it was not contacted by the federal government and it's still looking into the origin of the alert.
The Samsung Exynos 5 Octa chip has 8 cores, but only can run 4 at a time. Until soon, Samsung is close to launching heterogeneous multiprocessing for the Octa in Q4, which will allow the chip to run any number of cores in any configuration. Android Police reports it's a combo of software and hardware to upgrade, so there's little chance you're going to see this in the newly announced Galaxy Note 3, but new Samsung mobile devices that come along this autumn just might have it.
Snapchat co-founder Evan Spiegel says that the company rivals Facebook in photo volume with around 350 million snaps per day. That's up from 2 million snaps in June, so quite a bit of growth there. The difference, of course, is that a photo or video message sent to friends using Snapchat disappears after a few seconds, but Spiegel says that's a good thing. Quote, the fundamental premise of Snapchat is that it's better and more fun if you delete everything except the things that are really important that you want to save.
Intel is now shipping its 4th-generation Core i3 processors, otherwise known as Haswell, aimed at tablets. Now, the dual-core i3-4012Y processors are part of a new line of processors that draw as little as 4.5 watts of power at a clock speed of 1.5 gigahertz in certain scenarios. Typical power drain is about 11.5 watts. Expect to see these new processors powering the next generation of Windows laptops and tablets.
Netflix is coming to cable TV in the UK, kind of. Virgin Media announced today that Netflix shows can be streamed from the Virgin Media TiVo boxes using an app. Yes, that's like buying a TiVo on your own, except it does make Netflix available to people who didn't buy it on their own. And by the end of the year, that will be 1.7 million UK homes.
Rejoice, Windows developer community! Microsoft has released builds of Windows 8.1 and Windows Server 2012 R2 to its MSDN and TechNet subscription programs, more than a month ahead of the update's official launch date. The OS updates are available as ISO disk images in a variety of formulations, x86, x64 builds, and N editions that ship with Windows Media Player.
Mirrorless cameras have not caught on outside of Japan, which is why they were a no-brainer for troubled Olympus. The OMD-EM1, with dashes kind of littered throughout, launches today. Olympus claims it's the first mirrorless camera to compete on quality with SLRs. The successor to the E5 will cost you 145,000 yen. That's about $1,500 US. For a body-only version, by the way. Olympus hopes sales of the new model can help the camera division break even, so the folks from Olympus's highly profitable endoscopy department will just stop making fun of them at the company picnic.
PayPal introduced a new piece of hardware for vendors called Beacon. It's part of a hands-free payment system where a PayPal user who opts in will be able to pay at a participating retailer without having to take out their phone or wallet. Beacon uses Bluetooth instead of GPS to locate you. Now, PayPal hasn't announced pricing for the Beacon hardware, but Beacon will launch in the 4th quarter of this year.